Hi, welcome to Triggered Care. I'm Alex. Today I'm going to be doing a story time about high school and the time that I got caught skipping school. So, let us get into it. So back in junior year of high school, 16, 17 years old, I had a boyfriend. And I was madly in love with him. He was madly in love with me. We both came from dysfunctional families. We had a lot in common. We both had a lot of siblings. We both struggled with depression and other mental health issues, so we connected very much so. And we had a couple classes together. Actually, that's where I met him, was in my first hour biology class. So, we decide that we're going to skip school because we need a break from school. We need a break from our family. We want an uninterrupted amount of time to hang out together. So we hatched this ingenious plan to skip out after first period, which we already had together anyway. And I forgot what he had for his excuse, but we just forged notes, and I forged my note that said that I had a orthodontist appointment, which it wasn't that suspicious because my mother usually had me write my own notes for getting out for orthodontist appointments, so it wasn't that strange at all, and I didn't get any questions or anything when I went to the attendance lady to get out of school. So we get out of school, we get in his truck, because he has like a truck with it's like a big SUV truck thing. And we take his truck out to a local makeout spot, pretty much. It's a local natural, like, it's really cool. Are those called? Like a natural attraction site that you would see, and it's got like a sign for it and everything. And I'm going to call it Satan's Juice Box. That's not what it's called, but it's sort of what it's called. It's close enough. So we go to Satan's Juice Box. We park there. There's nobody there. And we start making out a little bit. I'm not going to lie. We were teenagers. We were very hormonal and horny and in love. So we start making out, and this is when I should have mentioned this earlier, but the week prior was when he found out that I cut myself by finding some cuts on me. And this day, while we're making out, it's getting hot and heavy. We're getting his pants off, and I see cuts, or a very deep, large cut on his leg. And that really kills the mood, because I'm like, what is going on, And he goes, I don't know. Ever since I saw your cuts, it's just been in my mind, and the other day I just couldn't control it. And that made me very sad. That made me feel almost at fault for it. Because he was modeling his behavior after, my behavior in a way. And I didn't want him to be that sad. I didn't want him to hurt like I hurt, So we're talking about this. And that's when I got a text message from my mother asking me where I was. And I respond with, I'm at school. I can't text right now, which was stupid on my part. I should have known. She never just texts me during a school day, where are you? But I thought that if I could just played it off, she'd be like, oh, okay. But then she texts me back saying, hey, the attendance lady called to make sure that you made it to your orthodontist appointment on time. And I thought maybe you did have an orthodontist appointment, since I don't really pay attention to that stuff. So I figured I'd text you and see how that went. But you need to tell me where you are right now. And so I don't lie after that. I'm just like, we're at Satan's juice box, It's me and my boyfriend, and we're just hanging out here. And then she's texting me, get back to school now. So we get back to school, and ironically enough, we got back at the same time that we both had the same class together. It was the other class that we had together that we had to both walk to. Very much ashamed after getting chastised by the attendance lady and every teacher, look at those troublemakers. So, yeah, so that's what happened then. And then afterwards, I had to turn my page. Afterwards, we go home, and I confide in my mom a bit. I go, hey, Ma, part of the reason why we were out there, which was a partial lie, I was lying somewhat to try to get out of trouble, because I'm not perfect. I'm still a teenager. I'm like, well, part of the reason why we were out there was because my boyfriend, he's cutting himself now, and we needed time to talk, and we needed time to really figure out our feelings. Because, that's how you lie, is you use the truth and kind of mix it up a little bit. And she told me, well, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have turned you in. I would have been your friend. And I think maybe I should go talk to his mom. And she was being friendly with me, and it's like, oh, okay, that could be a good idea. And so we go over to his parents' house that night, and I wait in the car for her to go in and talk to his mom. And I have no idea what is said. When she comes back out, she just was talking about how he has depression issues, and his parents were talking about grounding him until he's happy or something. Those dysfunctional parents definitely had a bitch talking session about their children. That's what I know happened in my heart of hearts. So the next day of school, after this talk, me and my boyfriend aren't really allowed to talk over the phone that much. So, because he didn't have a cell phone at all. I had to contact him through his parents' phone, which wasn't pleasant most of the time. But anyway, so we get back to school, and I'm talking to him about the talk. Like, oh, well, I'm sorry if it made it worse or whatever. And he had been around for that talk and let me know of some things that were said about me. And what actually went on, my mother went over there to tell this woman that it is my fault that my boyfriend cut himself. I am a very troubled child, and I've been her troubled, difficult child since I was little. And, I'm just a problem kid. And that she's so sorry that this woman has to deal with me in her life as her son's girlfriend. So that was, that's a mom burn. That's a really hard mom burn to absorb and to take. Especially given that I didn't skip school that often. I really didn't. I skipped school a total of twice. One of it I got caught for, and the other time I didn't get caught for, and we just went to a park. Me and my girlfriends went to a park and hung out and ate Taco Bell, and we thought we were rebels. In 4 years, I skipped 2 days of school, and I was on honor roll. I got straight A's, but I was still the problem child because I cut myself and I was severely depressed, and I didn't know how to handle my stress. So that was the time that I got caught skipping school. Um, share whatever stories you'd like. There's links down below. Oh, and also I added the email down below in case you want to email me your stories or whatever. I know how awkward it can be to kind of put them on a public forum. And if you want my opinions about them, I don't even have to make a video about them. If you just want to talk, that's more than fine too. Alright, well, that's the story time for today. I hope y'all have a good one.